This is my Panasonic S333 microwave. When I turn it on, it heats, but the turntable doesn't rotate. I fixed it using Bondic. I'll show you how I did it. Underneath the microwave, there's a cover for the turntable motor. Initially you have to clip it off with cutters. You can replace it rotated with a spare screw. Underneath the cover, there's a single screw to undo the motor. Once you've removed the motor, you can jiggle the turntable coupling out into the microwave chamber. The coupling has a flat on it, which is supposed to engage with the motor spindle, but the flat gets worn away so that the spindle just turns freely inside. I'm going to rebuild that flat. I started by cleaning the grease off the inside with lighter fluid, since I want the glue to stick to it properly. I also used an abrasive bit to rough up the surface, just with my fingers. I used Bondic to rebuild the flat. They like to say that it's not a glue. I disagree with them. It's just a very special kind of glue. You could probably use any kind, but I used it for speed. What's special about it is that it sets when exposed to UV light, in the same way your dentist sets your fillings. It's a useful property because it doesn't set until you're sure you want it to. I applied a drop of Bondic from the dropper and made sure that it flowed to the edges of where the flat was supposed to be. When I was happy with the application, I flooded it with UV light to set it. I actually applied a couple of layers, but I'll save you having to watch me do that. I knew I was done when the coupling wouldn't go on the spindle anymore. I used a file to flatten the surface just enough. I could tell when I was done because the coupling was a snug but not tight fit on the spindle. I put the coupling back in place first in the floor of the microwave chamber, and then reattached the coupling and motor to the underside. The cover goes back on top with one screw. It works perfectly. Bondic does seem to be a handy way to rebuild parts that have been worn away, where you have line of sight to shine the UV light on it.